In the wake of the hysteria created by the coronavirus, I have been holding my breath and keeping my calm the whole time. A lot of people have been saying, "Oh, Joe, you better do something on coronavirus," and I've just been laughing because I remember that several years ago within my city and even beyond my city in the in the state of Maryland, U.S., I remember that I went around and I was telling people that there would be a scenario where people are going to be on lockdown like this and not allowed to step out of their homes, and there will even be deaths on the street. And I even told some of my African brothers and sisters that most of them may have a problem even getting on the plane to come home if they wanted to. And everybody said, "Oh, Joseph, you are such a conspiracy theorist." People called me nuts and called me crazy and all kinds of stuff. 10 years down the line, people are calling me from all over. "Joe, that thing you said, it's happening. Oh my gosh, you saw it, you saw it." I wasn't even prophesying. I was just telling them based on research that I had carried out. A lot of us in this world don't react unless something goes fundamentally wrong. Just like when the thing hits you like a buck in the head, that's when many of us wake up. Coronavirus, look at the hysteria. We have poverty today in the world. It has killed way more than even Ebola, SARS, Corona could ever kill in 1,000 lifetimes. I have never seen this level of hysteria around poverty and its ravaging effect in Africa and so many other places. Obesity, disinformation, all these things have been killing. No hysteria. Why Corona? And this is not to play down on the impact or the effects of the coronavirus. I mean, it's only a madman who would deny the effect of the coronavirus, which we can all see every day, how much it's killing and how fast it's spreading. Only a madman. So I'm not playing down on the effects of corona, but why the hysteria? I always want to ask why. It's almost like a shutdown of all human activities as we know it. Whole cities are under quarantine, whole nations are under quarantine. Borders are being shut down, social distancing is being promoted. People are being told they're going to go on the mandatory vaccination, like one of these countries in Europe has just said. Mandatory vaccination. Why must I be mandatorily vaccinated? Why? What is in the vaccine? Don't I have the rights anymore to say, no, I don't want it? You see, when things like this happen, you lose your rights. Because the system of the Antichrist, which is what you call the New World Order, means that you have to relinquish all of your rights. And that's exactly what is playing out right now. You don't have rights anymore. Because in the Illuminati, they have something they call the problem reaction solution. I've talked about it in so many of my videos if you followed me long enough. Illuminati will go and use a proxy to create a problem, manufacture a problem actually. Man-made problem. They use a proxy, or they will do it from behind the scene, and then they will sit back and allow the people react to it hysterically. People are losing their mind, losing their cool. Oh my gosh, we're about to die. That's reaction. And then they already had a solution in place, a solution for that problem which they created. But they know that if they introduce that solution to you under normal circumstances, you will stone them to death. So what they would do is that they just let you react to the problem they've created and make you cry out for the solution, which is also going to be a solution that will ensure your rights are taken away. And so when you react that way, they will now bring that solution by force to you. You are begging for that solution now, something that ordinarily you would never have loved for them to give to you. Problem, coronavirus. Reaction, hysteria, shutdown, border shutdown, social distancing. And then solution, mandatory vaccination. That's exactly what is going on right now. When things like this happen, for those of us who still think like humans, the first thing that comes to mind is Revelation chapter 13. The New World Order, the Antichrist system. The Antichrist is going to rule the world. with one word religion and one word government. And so there's a guy called Anthony Lewandowski. Anthony Lewandowski came up with something he calls the Church of Artificial Intelligence. And he created a church of artificial intelligence. Can you imagine that? You know, I've told you people several times in my videos that the future of our world is AI, artificial intelligence. The Antichrist is going to rule this world. He's going to use artificial intelligence to rule the world. And you can see what these people are doing right now. You see what they're doing? They are telling everybody to go home and work from home. They are telling people who want to do conference, an international conference abroad, have your own web conference. Everything is now web-based. Everything is web-based. Everything is now done through the internet, which is what? AI. So now they have finally brought you to a point where you are meant to disconnect from other human beings. Have very little to no interaction with your fellow human beings, which is what they promote as social distancing. And then they make you become addicted to your new God, which is artificial intelligence, especially now that 5G is about to be launched. So all the things you couldn't do before, you can easily do now. You can attend meetings abroad from your home. AI becomes your God. Data becomes the breath of your life. You have just changed overnight without knowing it. And it's not going to change anytime soon. So you can see how many companies have told their workers to work from home now. You see how they have herded everybody like a sheep going to the slaughter. People, years ago when we used to scream about this, and people would tell us, it is not possible, Joe. How can you just control an entire population like that? How can you get everybody on lockdown and get them to do this and do that? Oh, well, we have mandatory vaccination going on in Europe. One guy said I had to run away from UK because I know mandatory vaccination is coming to UK soon. And I told my people that would come 10 years ago. You say, no, it was not possible. It's happening before our eyes. And when they have made you to become so used to AI, artificial intelligence, and then, my God, you want to go to worship God, you worship through the internet. You want to go for shopping, you shop through the internet. You want to watch a movie, that's why Netflix is so big now. Going to the cinema, you can't compare anything. Netflix is the big, everything is online now. So they want to now consolidate it and make it a way of life for you. Now, what is the end result of that? When they have done this, you know, you can now shop online, do everything online with little to no interaction with anybody out there. The time is going to come when they will let you know, you see, all this you're shopping online, because now pretty much everything you do is online and you have to use your card. They said that card has issues. We need to change the card. And from changing the card now, we need to get something more efficient, because now you know you don't have any other option, because the only option you have is online. If they tell you that you have to get a microchip, which is actually the mark of the beast, that you have to get a microchip to be able to shop online or do other things, you will not hesitate to take it, because you don't even have any option of going to do anything outside, because they would have already conditioned all of humanity to do everything online. Data is your breath now. That's what the Bible says. Without the man, you can't buy or sell anything, because your buying and selling now happens from the comfort of your home in front of your computer. Let's read what Lewandowski talked about the God. He said there's an AI God in his AI church. Artificial intelligence church has a God which is also AI. And this is how he described this God. He calls that God whatever. Here he says, with the internet as its nervous system, the world's connected cell phones and sensors as its sense organ,